So the first time you showed up to the meeting, okay, tell us what you were doing with your art, or what was happening in your life.
Well, I'll go ahead and narrow it down to the question that you asked everybody. We all were given a chance to talk about what we want to do.
Yes.
And I gave my statement, which was kind of an entire career statement.
Tell us what the statement was.
Yes. I want to earn $125,000 a year after taxes, being the most committed, smartest working, hardest working, most committed, sought after, and highest paid visual literary storyteller in the history of the cinematic comic book industries. I said I want to be a comic book writer, artist, creator, and producer. And I would like to be a script writer, storyboardist, filmmaker, creator and producer for short films, feature films, adventure and comedy programs, plays, and skits.
Right.
Yes.
Thank you. Fantastic. And what did I say to you?
You asked me to say it again because I said so many things.
Yeah.
But and you're right. But you said, you know, what do you want to do? And what's your first love? What gets you passionate? What gets you going?
Right.
And
pick one.
And pick one.
The theme of the meeting was focus.
Focus. Yeah, right. The theme of the meeting was focus.
Yes.
Thank you very much. So I focused on comic books. Comic books. I'm a story artist. The art that you see behind is illustration that I've done for books, newspapers, etc. But you wanted me to focus on something, and I focused on comics.
Right, and I said to pick your most passionate one.
Yes.
Not any one, the most passionate one.
Actually, okay.
And you picked two.
No. Actually, the way it actually happened was you said pick one discipline, right?
Yes.
And then you got off me. While you were off me, I started thinking which comic book project.
Right.
And I aimed at one project that was called OmniStar.
That was your favorite.
That was the one that I wanted to get done quicker. And
right, that was the one that you had started a while back.
Yeah, when I was in high school.
Okay, in high school.
In high school.
We don't need to know how old you are now, but you're obviously a little far from high school, right?
Right.
How much had you been working on up until this point that you came to the meeting and shared all this with us?
On and off, and not that much at the time. It was a thought. I mean, just to give you an idea, all these let me see, like this bag is filled with folders.
Yeah, but hold on, answer the question.
Not very much at the time.
How much?
But I mean, how much?
Answer the question.
Good Lord.
Yeah, and listen to this.
Reese, how much?
Yeah, we talked about it at the meeting, but do you remember how much were you actually doing with this character in writing and drawing?
In doing none.
Thank
Nothing.
you.
Nothing.
None. Nothing. Not
at the time, nothing. Right.
Thank you. Yet he had this big, huge, articulated dream.
Yeah.
The theme of tonight's meeting is, yes, we have a dream, but now we gotta assess the dream, okay, and do a little reality check on it. This is a perfect example, and I brought it up at the meeting, right? And we said, how much are you doing? Not very much. Okay. So then it was a small meeting. I did individual coaching with every participant of the meeting.
She zeroed in on me.
Yes, and what did I succinctly? What did I coach you on?
You coached me on figuring out what was really going on in there and why I wasn't doing it in my head.
Yeah.
And why I wasn't doing it. And I remember just being like stunned as I was trying to figure it out. It started to unfold that somewhere within me I thought I didn't deserve it. And I didn't know where that came from. And I remember being really uncomfortable about it. And there was more. That night it was enlightening in that you helped me uncover it. Mm-hmm. But the answer as to why I felt that way wasn't answered. It didn't need to be at that time. But I was really uneasy for about 2 days.
Yeah, uneasy for 2 days.
Very uneasy because I didn't want to know where it was from.
Yeah, it is not deserving. Just to say that.
Yeah.
And we all have a level of undeserving, right?
Right.
Okay, so for those 2 days, I think I did probably mention it, and we did come up with a past incident with your father.
It was definitely connected with my father. It was, you know, he was critical and, you know, here and there, but I couldn't connect an exact event.
Right.
It was just a thing, but he was overall critical once in a while.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, but the point is, when we don't feel we deserve,
right,
and we feel worthless, every human being has an element of unworthiness, whether they admit it or not, okay? And just bringing that up and distinguishing that is very powerful. We don't need to know the exact reasons, Okay?
Yeah, that ended up not being really that important.
No, but just to bring it up, and then we also distinguished that that was something you made up. You had no evidence whatsoever to support your theory about yourself.
Yeah.
Okay? Whenever we have a negative belief, and his negative belief was
that
I don't
deserve
deserve my life to work, I don't deserve to be a great, rich artist, okay? That was his negative belief.
That was painful because I've had this dream just about all my life.
Yeah.
And my dad
you
was the
said
person
since
who
you were
got
a
me into
little boy.
drawing. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
since you were a little
exactly.
tiny boy.
Yeah,
Did you say
exactly.
like 5 or 6?
4.
4!
I was like, good Lord, you gotta be kidding me. I've spent all these years doing something I didn't think I would deserve doing. It was like a slap in the face.
See if you can relate to any of this, okay? 4 years old, and he wants to be an artist, yet you weren't doing anything toward it, but you had done all these drawings all
Right.
along,
Right.
okay? So when we nailed it, and we know me as a laser, okay, we distinguished that.
Yeah, and you want to know the turning point? 'Cause
I
I can
do.
tell you the turning point.
Yeah, please tell us the turning point.
Turning point was when, you know, I had a few conversations with Dan as well, and I'm kind of trying to figure this out, and it's uncomfortable and everything. I'm like going, look, I don't want to do this. I don't want to like try and figure this. I just want to do the comic, right?
Uh-huh.
Just do the comic.
Yeah.
So I'm like going, get rid of that. Just do the comic. So I committed to writing the script about 5 pages a day. And of course, 5 pages a day can grow and grow and grow. Thankfully, I had a solid storyline that I can just sit at my notebook, my yellow notebook, and just write and write and write and write. And as I wrote, wonderful things started unfolding, and it just the exciting part about it is it's keeping on going. New questions are asked, new parts of the stories are built out, and it's been a wonderful kind of flowering.
Yes.
It's been really cool.
I
But
know.
It's like, yeah, so basically it's making the excuse stupid. It's there, but
Yes.
it's stupid.
Right, so I just want to go back for a second here. So 1 minute he's doing nothing. He shows up, we distinguish, he thinks he's unworthy, he has a negative belief. Then we also, you can get logically, you made that up. Now this is for everyone. You made up a story about yourself, but it had nothing to do with anything. Okay? The moment we distinguish that, right, we are freed up, and actually being in action is really easy and fun.
Oh, it's massively fun.
Yes.
It's massively
This
fun.
is the very thing that stops every human being from being in action around anything that they want or think they want. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. But this, okay, get this.